Namaste. My name is Rudi Zimmerer. I'd like to welcome you to my meditation course, Learn to Relax with Meditation. In this video, we learn awesome Qigong, the Fulfilling Bliss. I use the Fulfilling Bliss Chi Gong every day for over 10 years. If I feel agitated or can't sleep, this Qigong exercise really helps. The Fulfilling Bliss method is a great moving meditation that gives us so many benefits. We experience bliss, we heal our spine and our body, we transform negative feelings to bliss, we get peace in our mind and serenity. We learn to send energy out of our hands and get eventual healing hands for good, deep, sound sleep. We improve our bladder and sexual stamina. We improve our thinking. It is quite a challenge to learn in the beginning, because our two-day movements are not so round and elastic. So it is much easier to learn if we had learned first the Fulfilling Heart Qigong in the previous video. We use the energy pump again to bring our energy upward when we breathe in and downward when we breathe out. I describe it here again. Females should squeeze their vagina and their anus, but should not squeeze their buttocks muscles. Males should pull up their testicles and some tension to their penis and squeeze their anus. They should not squeeze their buttocks muscle. We call this energy pump. Imagine that you are a baby who is sucking milk from the nipple of your mother's breast. When you are sucking milk, you imagine that you are sucking the energy from your sex chakra upwards to the heart or even higher, while you maintain your energy pump. When you have sucked the energy, you should then breathe in. If you have breathed in enough air, then you need to breathe out. So you release the energy pump and at the same time touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, exactly as every baby does. We have 3 different movements: body, arms, hands, and feet. These movements are synchronous to our breathing. Within 1 minute, we have 24 to 30 cycles of breathing, movements, energy pump. We use the natural speed of our body, not too fast and not too slow. We make the Fulfilling Bliss 10 to 30 minutes so that it works. I make this exercise 3 times a day. We have 8 different arm-hand movements, so the body foot movement remains the same. If we breathe out, release energy pump, touch with the tongue the roof of our mouth, we move the arms with the hands forward from our body away, and the body back, weight, we move backward. So from the hands away. In the end position, our body is bent forward like a bow, and the arms are straight, only a little bit bent, so that the energy can flow. If we breathe in, maintain energy pump, we pull the arms back to the body, and the body weight we move forward. In the end position, our body is bent backwards like a bow. The heels are going upward if we start to inhale, and is going downwards if we change from inhaling to exhaling. At the pivot point, from exhaling to inhaling, our heel is touching the ground. And then we start to breathe out. Our heels are already raised upward. We always use the shortest way to reach our end position of our hands. The end position is where we change from exhale to inhale. We learn 8 different positions of the hands. Now the fine tuning. We send energy with our eyes and hands out if we breathe out. The fingers are straight still loose and the eyes are looking sharp. When we breathe in, we pull the energy out of the ground and navel chakra upwards to our crown chakra. This time we look inwards with a soft look, and the finger joints are soft, bent inside as though we want to scratch something. We have 8 different hand positions, and the last sequence you bow your body forward much more than the other sequence. Now I will describe the different hand positions for the different end positions from the 8 sequence. I've made also a movie about this, and you get this also, and I've made also a picture from it, so you don't have to remember this. Position 1. Both palms of your hands are facing each other. The distance is 1 to 2 times of your head with 5 to 10 inches in front of your face. Position 2. Both palms of your hands are facing upwards. The distance is 1 to 2 times of your head with 5 to 10 inches in front of your face. Position 3. Both palms of your hands are facing each other. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is the navel. The elbow should be bent 100 to 135 degrees. Position 4. Both palms of your hands are facing downwards. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is the navel. The elbow should be bent 100 degree to 135 degree. Position 5. Both palms of your hands are facing downwards. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is the navel. The elbow should be bent 100 to 135 degrees. This time your hands move in addition to sequence 4 in a circle. You start outward. Both hands have here 2 times hips width, distance from each other at the pivot point, and then you circle the hands nearer to each other so that they have only half to 1 time hip width distance from each other. And then again you circle them outside until they have 1 to 1.5 times the hip width. Position 6. Both palms of your hands are facing upwards. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is the navel. The elbow should be bent 100 degree to 135 degree. Position 7. Both palms of your hands are facing upwards. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is 1 hand width under the navel. The elbow should be bent 100 degrees to 135 degrees. Position 8. Both palms of your hands are facing each other. The distance is 1 to 1.5 times of your hips width. Height is under the knees. This means you bow down your body. The elbow should be bent 100 to 135 degrees. Okay. Namaste. Now I like to show you here the Fulfilling Bliss. I make first the sequence fast or the normal speed and then afterwards very slowly. It's very similar like the Fulfilling Heart. And now I like to make it step by step, very slowly. Okay? We have 8 different routines or cycles. The first cycle is so. Let's see from the side. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. The sixth. Above our navel. The seventh. Below our navel. And the eighth. And the seventh. And now comes the eighth. So, thank you that you have watched that. These are the pictures from sequence 1. In picture 1, I go backward with my body and arms. The heels are raised up, and my body has a backward bow with my finger joints bent inside. In picture 2 and 3, I go forwards with my body and arms. The heels are touching the ground. My body has a forward bow and fingers are straight. In picture 1, sequence 2, forward movement. In picture 2, sequence 3, backward movement. Picture 3, sequence forward movement. And in picture 1, sequence 4, forward movement. Picture 2, sequence 4, backward movement. Picture 3, sequence 5, forward movement. Sequence 7, backward movement. Und sequence 8, forward movement. And sequence 8, forward movement. So if we see now the picture and the movie, actually it is not so difficult at all. The description looks very difficult, and if you make it, it's always the same movement with the whole body, only the position of the hands are changing. And then you have to combine it with the energy pump. This makes it more difficult. With this Qigong, your whole body will get energized and your immune system boosted. Thank you for seeing this video. In the next video, we will learn the 5 elements from Qigong. I have put the best elements from different traditions together. And please learn this awesome Qigong here exercise. It will be good for your whole life. No? Okay, have an awesome day, and I send you love. Namaste.